Classy Claws. Today's video is a lovely pink and white set that I actually did on myself before Christmas or for Christmas, and I did these on my lovely friend Hazel from work. She wanted a nice fresh pink and white set, so we have prepped her nails, we have some tips on, and we have dehydrated and primed and obviously filed the tips to the desired length, blah blah blah. Going in with CJP coconut milk, so we're going to do an ombre on this nail. So what I'm going to do is just put the coconut milk on first, and then I'm just going to leave that to set a bit, leave that to dry, because you don't want to put your pink on top for your ombre because you're going to move it all around, so just leave it where it is for a little bit. This nail was a whole nail using the new pink from CJP called Fantasy. No idea why I started halfway down the nail. Normally I start at the cuticle area. I thought I'd just try a different technique. Start in the middle, then do the cuticle, or no, the end bead, and then do the top bead at the cuticle last. Weird, I don't know why, but it actually looked okay. I do like to try different things, as you know, and you know, I'm a bit of a sloppy worker, so it's all a bit wet and messy, and you know, look at it running. Oh, what am I like? Do you know what I think it is? I think I've discovered it's my mender pump, because I'm not draining enough liquid on my mender pump. So I think I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned little dish with a lid on it, and I'm going to try that, and I'm going to see if I can drain off a bit more liquid and work a bit drier. So that's my mission for next time. This next nail is supposed to be a swirly marble nail, but I don't know, I think I've gone off this brush actually. This is my CJP size 12 brush. I think I should have used my big boy, which is a little bit more pointy, I say. I don't know really, but this was a bit crap. But once I'd put the glitter on top and then top coated it, you would never know that the marble's shit underneath. So, you know, that's the techniques that we learn, isn't it, to mask our rubbish work underneath. Normally I can do marble way better than this. I really don't know what happened. I don't know, but see what you think anyway when I've finished it. I've got some crystal glass in here as well. Fantasy, coconut milk and crystal glass. Just stick your little beads on, keep it nice and wet, swirl it around, and you should have a nice marble effect in theory. And then I've used, the glitters I've used in this set, it's a very fine silver glitter. No idea where it was from. But just keep that in your collection, because it's just lovely to just kind of, you know, use a little bit here and there. And it worked fine on this now, you'll see in a minute. And then I used some other glitter as well. I don't even know where that's from. And it's got like bits of silver in it, bits of white in it, bits of clear in it. No, not clear. Silver, white, just silver and white I think, but chunky mix. Lovely. So I used the two glitters. So this is the very fine glitter that I'm putting on, just kind of randomly placing across the nail, just to kind of move your eye away from the crap marbling really. See what you think. So when I finish this, I'm going to go back. I cap all the nails, as you know, because I you know, save my cover colours really and just use my crystal glass. It's cheaper and you save on your colours, and it's just something that I've always done. So I will go back and cap this nail later, as with the others as well. So this one is a reverse application, sticky. Do you know what I think my problem is? I don't let it sit for a minute, because I'm going in, I know what I'm doing wrong, I know every time what I'm doing wrong, but I still do it. So I'm putting this on and it's falling into a lovely shape, and then I go and mess around by touching it with my brush and moving it everywhere, as if I just left it for a minute, then it wouldn't be so sticky, if you know what I mean. So I'm having to put my brush in the monomer so I can touch it so it's not sticky. I don't know, but like I say, I've identified what I'm doing wrong, but I can't stop doing it wrong, if you know what I mean. I just can't wait to get in there and start moving it around and all that kind of stuff. I've just got no patience, I think. But at least this time around I didn't get any shadows on here like I've got on my own. So that's something that I've done a bit different this time. I've been a bit quicker putting my second coat on and blending it in. Like this one now, blend this right down so then you don't get any lines or shadows or whatever you call them. And this now is going to have the glitter on the end, on the tip. I love this pink, absolutely beautiful pink, gorgeous. Looks nicer in daylight. It's only a short video this, I think it's about 19 minutes. You know, fast forward the bits you don't really want to watch because it's a bit boring obviously. I've left quite a bit of filing in this one today. I've used my e-file and my hand file, and obviously I've kept my top coating at the end. Just try and vary them up a little bit really each time I do them. So this nail is an ombre as well, like the thumb. So I'm coming back to this pink nail and I'm putting some crystal glass on now. So just making sure I've got my apex in the right place, I've got some structure to the nail, and of course I protect my lovely colour underneath. We went for a kind of square set for Hazel, not too long because she's got to type all day, so we kind of had a little test after we filed them whether she could type or not, and we figured out type on the ends of the tips, so you can have them as long as you want. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, they looked amazing when they were finished. I was very pleased with these. Look at that marble, it doesn't look so hideous now, does it? Amazing what a bit of crystal glass and a bit of glitter can do. I thought it was really pretty in the end. So I'm just building up the nail with my crystal glass, trying to get a bit of shape. The ombre, going back to this, so always start on your join, blend that pink down into your coconut milk, and then obviously going with your cuticle bead, make sure you've got that blend nice, and then you're going to go over it with crystal glass anyway, which keeps your blend in place. I remember when I first started and I was doing ombres, I used to file all my blend off, and I couldn't understand why, and then I watched somebody capping it, and I was like, oh, blooming heck, that's how you do it. So I can do it now. It did take me a while to learn how to do it. You can't beat an ombre, I think they look beautiful. Or a baby boomer, or whatever you want to call them. But this pink and the Amore pink go beautifully with coconut milk. So I'm just putting some more in around that cuticle area. And then I'm capping the baby nail. And then the reverse nail in a minute, I'm going to file those edges to make them nice and sharp after I've done this. So this is the other ombre on the little finger. Both hands are the same, by the way, so I didn't didn't record any of the other hand because it was exactly the same, so I thought there was no point really. I wanted to leave in a bit of filing today and using the e-file because I don't think I've left any of those in my video. So my filing, I was going to say my filing technique then, but we've not got that far. This is just filing this nail just to make these edges nice and sharp, ready to put my glitter up to that. And that's my OPI file. I couldn't tell you what it is. I think it's 150, 180 maybe. That's usually what I use. Can't really remember. I'm rubbish on the detail, I'm sorry. So get that wall nice and high, although not too high like I did, you'll see in a minute, because it's a nightmare to bloody file it. So this is the glitter, it's already pre-mixed, so I didn't need to dip it in anything else. And I'm just going to put plenty on so it covers right up to that wall. And then I will cap it, even though it's already got crystal glass in it. I'm going to cap, like I say, I cap everything anyway. But you'll see when I come to file, that wall was really, really high, and I had to use the e-file on it to kind of get it down. Or maybe I hadn't put enough crystal glass on, I don't know. my filing technique is I left side, right side, free edge, and then I push up to the middle on both sides, as you can see. So I'm just doing the right side up now, and then a minute ago I did the left side up. There you go, left side up into the middle. That's kind of how I work, and then down the barrel of the nail, and you know, push up neatly into those cuticles. Now you can see what I mean about that wall. Look how high it is, way sticking up over my tip, which is fine because you're going to file it down anyway, but I think it was just ridiculously too high. But the electric file is just amazing, and you'll see in a minute that I use that and get that nicely into shape. But I like to go along all my nails first and get my side walls and my free edge done, get some shape first, and then take the bulk off with the E-file over the top. That's what works for me. So this is the E-file now, and it's just a bog standard one really off eBay. I would really like to invest and get a decent E-file, but the amount of nails that I do doesn't warrant the cost really. I'd like a Cuckoo, or is it a K-Sang 38? I would love one of them. They're about, well, the K-Sang one's about £250. I just haven't really got that sort of money at the minute, and I don't do nails all day every day, so it doesn't really warrant me using one. This little one just does the job really. It's not the best, there's a little bit of vibration. Excuse my dog. So you can see how this file is taking all that bulk off, and it's blending into the glitter on the tip, which is obviously what I wanted to do. And then I just put the E-file underneath just to kind of thinning it out from underneath as well. There you go, you can see it's getting some sort of nail shape. And that's why you need to build your wall high, to keep it nice and straight, but it was a little bit too high, to be fair. So I'm just going to go over the nails now and just give them a final file and a brush, and then I'm using my buffer block just to kind of smooth out any scratches or you know, any imperfections or anything really. You smooth it all out, make it nice and ready for your top coat. And I always use Blue Sky No Wipe top coat because I can't afford any of that gel polish stuff, that new gel stuff that everyone's talking about, which is, I don't know, I can't remember how much it was, £12 and £5 for £18 a bottle. So I thought, no, just can't do that, so I'm just going to stick to my Blue Sky for now, stick to what I know. So I've buffed all the nails, and then I'm going to go in with my top coat next. And then what I've done, which I didn't record, was on that plain pink nail we added some gems. I've got some little opal gems there that I've had from eBay, I think somewhere along the line. I've had them for a while. They're beautiful little opal gems, so I've just stuck a few of them just on like the cuff really to make it look, just to kind of tie it all in together. So I hope you liked this video. Thumbs up if you did, no thumbs up if you didn't. Please subscribe, share and subscribe, share with your mates, whatever. We're climbing up, we're 515 now I think, which is fantastic. We're heading for 1,000, which is what I want. Keep watching, and I'm going to redo mine actually, those lovely autumnal ones that I did, autumnal should I say, with the golds and the browns and all those. I'm going to, the satin slippers, the ones that I've got on now that you can see in the video, I'm going to take them off and redo them. I think I'm going to do rose gold, so they'll be nice. So keep watching, and I will see you all in the next one very soon. Happy weekend, chaps, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.